welcome to my channel. Tamari's Triumphant Tarot. Here I navigate the spiritual realm with you. Today I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading, and the topic will be, what do you need to know? What messages do you need to hear today? Either from the universe, God, your spirit guides, whomever. What do you need to hear? That's what I'll be looking at today. So I have 3 piles prepared just to save time. I haven't looked at these. I want to unveil them and discover them with you. So remember, this is a general reading, and so everything may not resonate with you. If that is the case, just leave whatever does not resonate, but please take whatever does to use for your edification. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. This is going to be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So what do you need to hear? Pile 1. What do you need to hear right now? First, I'll be looking at the oracle, and then I will dive into the tarot. So we have Stand Still, Avenger. Let me read the card. It says, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. The shadow, that's the light attributes. The shadow says, resorting to violence in the name of a cause. So what I'm getting very strongly is that for pile 1, many of you may be social advocates or people in your community who really care about your community, what goes on with it. And it doesn't have to even be a large community. It could just be within your family. Maybe you're the mediator. Maybe you're the one who restores things that people look to restore things that are broken. We have, I care for the earth. Wow. We see the synchronicity already here. You're very caring. You're someone who, it matters to you what's going on in your surroundings. You're not someone who can turn a blind eye to what's going on around you. Pile 1. We have, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Some of you could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio very strongly in your chart. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. We have forgiveness. The card says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Okay. And we have, finally, with the oracle, miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. And this is the number 13. So the number 13 could be significant to you. That also translates to a 4. So the number 4 could be significant to you as well. Again, take what resonates. So far what I'm getting is that you're someone who very strongly, as I said, cares about other people, and maybe to the detriment of yourself at times. with this, it's time to release negativity. I feel like sometimes when we hold on to things inside of us because we're trying to help others, I feel like this is my empath pile, my healers, those of you who, again, you want to make things better around you. I see the yellow here right away. You might have a yellow aura. Excuse me, I don't know what they're doing outside. Um, Something with the street. But there is, um, there's a sense of you bringing light into wherever you go. You help people to feel better about themselves. You encourage people just with your presence. You make people feel that everything is going to be okay when you're around. This is the energy that I'm picking up. But sometimes what could happen is, as a result of neglecting ourselves, we could start to harbor resentment. And look what this card, this is exactly what it says. It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And then we have, it's time to release negativity. Having that right next to the standstill card here, I just feel like what this is saying is that it's time to take out time for yourself now. It's time to work on healing yourself. It's time to, you see how this woman is sort of reaching for the, I guess these are leaves, or, yeah, leaves. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. I feel like it's time for you now, Power One, to focus on caring for yourself, appreciating everything that is around you, and not focusing so much on others, because it may start to jade you. And some of you have dealt with someone in particular, I feel, that, and that person may have hurt you, and you may be feeling resentment about that, or anger toward that. And what the cards are saying to you is that don't allow anyone to change who you are. And if that means that you need to pull your energy back, if this means that you need to learn a new way of being, so that you are not impacted by others, this is what you need to do. You need to pull back. You need to focus on yourself. It's okay to stand still. It's okay not to try to be the avenger and save everyone else. It's about saving yourself, is what I'm getting at this point, and that's your message that you need to hear. Um, let's look at the tarot and see what the cards say. We have Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles or Three of Coins, and we have the Hanging Man. Okay, so we have strong Piscean energy here, with the Nine of Cups and the Hangman. And then we have Capricorn energy. So you could be a Pisces, a Capricorn, could be any sign. Um, Cancer also is coming through for me. And of course, we have Scorpio already. Could be a Virgo, Taurus. Again, take what resonates. The message that I'm getting here with the cards is that, again, I feel like you have to work on yourself, Pile One. There's something that you haven't been giving to yourself, because I feel like you've been focusing on others. The Nine of Cups here with the Three of Pentacles or Three of Coins says to me that now it is time for you, in order to get the things that you desire, to focus on yourself, working with yourself, being in agreement with yourself. The Hanging Man talks about sort of staying put. And again, we have the standstill. So again, more synchronicity here, because this is about you not rushing to maybe the defense of others or trying to save others, but rather just taking this time for yourself, being okay with allowing things to unfold as you work on yourself. If you're dealing with a connection, Pile One, I feel like this forgiveness is for you to heal, so that you can start to repair your heart, and allowing yourself the time, not rushing anything, just allowing yourself the time to sort of go with the flow here, because there's almost like a promise here, miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. And I feel like for some of you, if this was a relationship that we're talking about that maybe didn't pan out or something like that, um, some of you may be feeling a bit unencouraged, and maybe as if something, your time was lost, or that you did something wrong. For some of you, this forgiveness is about forgiving yourself for not trusting your intuition and listening to yourself, about some things that you may have been picking up on. If this is a relationship, if there is no one else, and we're not talking about another party involved here with you, then this is just about you not taking the time to care for yourself and overextending yourself to others, and the importance of now taking time for you. So the Hangman, this is saying it's okay. It's okay for you to stay put. It's okay for you not to do anything. It's okay for you to stand still. Release negativity. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and just work on the things that are beneficial to you. Focus on those things that you love. Go back to the basics, is what I'm hearing. So, this is what I have for you, Pile One. I really hope that this message was helpful. If so, let me know in the comments section. Also, if you like the video, like it. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, because I will be coming back to you with more videos like these. Okay, so we're going to move on now to Pile 2. Pile 2, what messages do you need to hear? We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. You could be a Pisces. Pisces energy very strong here today. We have love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. That's 3 and 1. That's 31. That's 4. So 31 or 4 could be significant to some of you. We have I consume only my fair share. Two of these cards wanted to come out, so I went ahead and took them. Um, the other says, I relate in peace. Okay. Hmm. We have Mother. Light attributes nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. The shadow attributes smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Okay. We have happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Okay. And then we have focus. So let's start. Let's just start with the oracle really quickly here. What do you need to hear? Well, the first thing that stands out to me is this balance, spirituality and practicality. Some of you are very, very spiritual. This is definitely my my mystical, my mystics, my mystical pile. Um, some of you are very intuitive. You may even be psychic. Um, you are very nurturing with this mother card here. You It makes you happy to give to others, I feel like. Um very loving, very generous. But again, this is almost very similar to pile 1 in that I feel like you may overcompensate in some areas, or I should say overgive perhaps. Love makes the difference. We have love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Some of you some of you have been dealing with some issues that you're healing from in your childhood. It could be related to the mother. Some of you may want to be a mother and worry about how some of these issues that you have might influence it, or you may worry that you may not make a good mother, or some of you may worry that you may not be able to become mothers. Um, but what I'm getting is that there is an emphasis on being positive here with I relate in peace and I consume only my fair share. What this card, I consume only my fair share, what well, first of all, you're very, like I say, you're very giving, you're very fair, you're very you're sacrificing almost. And with this Pisces energy here, that's certainly a possibility. um, you you give so readily to others, but even beyond that, what I'm seeing with this I relate in peace, I feel like sometimes you take on burdens and you may ruminate on things that have not happened yet, and it actually it actually creates some it sort of works in the opposite of what manifestation is, if that makes sense. Instead of bringing something positive to you, in other words, it could make you push things or repel things away out of fear. You have fear of failure. You have fears of being happy and reaching your goals and things like that. And so I feel like this focus card is saying, to really just stay in the moment. Try to heal some of the issues in the past. Fours are all about stability, giving yourself stability. This is what this balance is: spirituality and practicality. You're very spiritual. You might even be psychic, but there are things that require you to take your intuition, but also process it in a practical way. So I feel like that is what your message is. Take your intuition and value that, because it's very strong. But also be practical, because this is going to help you to stay focused and not to perhaps look at things negatively. Okay. For example, in the case where you feel like you won't be a good mother, and this is getting very specific, okay? So forgive me, but this is coming through very, very strongly. So some of you are worried about that. Um, if you're worried about being a good mother or not having children, so you want to ask yourself, okay, am I a kind person? Am I giving? Do I nurture others? Are my intentions good? So this is that practicality. If you're loving, if you're balancing, then it's irrational to think that you wouldn't be a good mother. No, just because of what may have happened in your past, or some hurts that you may have experienced, or even some personal things that you may be going through that at times impact your behavior. Because we all have times when we don't necessarily um, behave in the way that we would like to. We don't always necessarily embrace our higher selves, in other words. So balancing this practicality is about looking at things and looking at your life, looking at your situation as a whole and saying, okay, I have these concerns, but are they really legitimate? Because I help people, I do I do good. I'm fair. I try to be peaceful with others. This is about you looking at things in a practical way, as to stay on track, and not to sort of block your own happiness, if that makes sense. That's what I'm getting. So you're healing from something, perhaps from the past. Maybe you've been hurt, some kind of trauma, some kind of traumatic experience. Maybe it's surrounding the mother, or maybe it's just impacting how you feel that you would be as a mother. But Spirit is really saying here, balance. Look at things on a whole. Don't just look at your experience, one experience or two experiences, and make a judgment call about that. Stay focused, stay diligent, stay in the moment. Understand that you can shift and adjust your life at any given point. You are not what has happened to you. If you've made bad choices, or what you perceive to be poor choices, which to me are just really learning experiences. But if you feel that way, forgive yourself and understand that you can adjust. You can do something different now. You can trust your intuition now and balance it with being pragmatic. If you want to have children and you're worried about not being able to have children, then ask yourself, what have you done? What steps have you taken to assure that things go in your favor? So again, spirituality, yeah, trust your intuition, it is very helpful in alerting you to certain things, but you also want to allow it to be filtered through a reasonable lens so that you don't put too much stress on yourself. Okay? You can make whatever happen. Whatever you want to happen, you can make it happen. For the most part, is what the cards are saying. Because I really do feel like you're on the right path. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. I mean, if you are not happy, then you know you're not on the right path, right? So if you allow yourself to feel, trust yourself, pal, too. Trust yourself. That's what I'm getting here very strongly. Just trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Work on the issues that you need to work on that are preventing you from embracing your own happiness and allowing yourself to see beyond any pain or hurt you have had. Okay, so let's look at the tarot now. That was deep. Wow. We have Four of Voices, which is the Four of Swords, Four of Materials, Four of Pentacles. Wow. And the Two of Voices, Two of Swords. So again, I want you to take note. We have three fours here. So fours are all about your foundation. Fours are all about your stability. This reading is about you giving yourself your own stability, focusing your life in a way so that you're okay with no matter what is going on around you. I feel like some of you have been stuck because of the past. Maybe some of you are looking for stability in other places and other people. I also am picking up on a lot of indecision here. A lot of, should I choose this or should I choose that? I'm hearing very clearly, choose you. Choose yourself. If you do that, everything else will fall into place. Choose you. Always choose you. So that is what I have for you, pal 2. I hope that it was helpful. Um, if so, let me know in the comment section. Like the video. And if you haven't, subscribe. Do so, because I'll be coming back to you with more videos such as these. So let's go ahead and take a look at the final pile. Pile 3. What messages do I have for you? First, I'll be looking at the oracle and then finally the tarot. So we have child wounded. Awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. Opens the learning path of forgiveness. The shadow attribute. Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. Resists moving on through forgiveness. Okay, wow, these piles are heavy today. We have fulfillment. We have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. We have I keep my own counsel. Spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. We have 2 and 7, that's 9. Some of you are dealing with your soulmate or twin flame, or you have been, or you will be soon. And we have adjustments are required. third quarter moon. So let me see. Okay. I feel like yeah, this is about a relationship. This is about a personal relationship, like a soulmate or spiritual connection that you are having with someone. And I feel like you and your person both may have had some issues in childhood, and you might trigger one another with these issues with the child wounded. I feel like with you, you perhaps have taken the higher approach or the lighter approach, by being compassionate to others, trying to help others, maybe even your person, while your person sort of stays in this self-sabotaging mode where they sort of blame others, and they really hold on to the past. And I feel like it has stifled this connection. Um, what the adjustments are required in order. This is almost like clarifying the fulfillment. There hasn't been any really real sense of fulfillment because there are some major adjustments that need to happen here. Um, I feel like you have started now to try to focus on yourself, hence why you're here looking at a reading about what you need to know, what messages you need to hear. I feel like you're trying to maybe, yeah, just focus on yourself right now. Um, Not take this connection too seriously. I mean, it is a serious connection. This is a spiritual connection we're dealing with for sure. But you're trying to really focus on yourself and maybe do things that sort of keep things lighter right now, because this is so overwhelming, which I think is great advice, or an approach. And so really this card is almost like an advice card. I keep my own counsel. This is absolutely what you should be doing right now. So if you are, you are definitely on the right track with focusing on yourself, not trying to heal this person. um, this card is interesting because if you look at these two people, you see there's this woman, and this man is in all of the water. This water here, water for me is all about emotions and just the depths of them. And this person is sitting in all of this all of this emotion basically, and she's holding she's holding his hand, and it's almost like she's trying to save him. She's trying to there's a cord or some kind of link from her. So you guys could be dreaming about one another. There could be mental telepathy, but in this card specifically, it's almost like she's trying to will this person into healing, will him into wanting to get out of all of this emotion, all of this um, instability, all of this uncertainty. But she can't pull him out. He's there, and he has to want to stand up. He has to help her. Otherwise, he stays there. And I feel like this is the message that you're getting. You have to keep your own counsel right now. This is about you taking care of yourself. And you know this. You know this. This pal, you're very, very intuitive. You know what you need to do. And so if you are not doing this, if you are really stuck in this person's drama, and it's impacting you, which adjustments are required, does hint to me that at least in the past you have been, and it has been stopping you from feeling a sense of joy and fulfillment and happiness here with the humor card. You need to be happy. I mean, we have two cards here really that speaks of that. So if you're not, you really do need to be in this energy of focusing on yourself, keeping your own counsel, listening to your intuition about your life and the things that you need to work on. If you are in this energy, then this is just confirmation, and spirit is just wanting you to know that you are on the right track and keep going in that direction. So yeah, this is about healing, your personal healing. And really, if we think about even the connections that are considered to be very soul oriented, the deep soul connections, or soulmates, or even twin flames, they are more about healing and coming together and reaching our own personal development, the heights of that, than anything romantic. I believe that you have been a catalyst for your person to grow. But I believe right now they're at a place where they have to figure some things out on their own, and you have to do the same. And so this is the message. Let's look at what the tarot has to say here. We have Four of Swords, King of Swords, Nine of Cups. Absolutely. So, okay. I feel like the Four of Swords, this is, you guys may not be in communication right now. Um, you could be dealing with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or you could be that. Um, but I feel like there's no communication. I think both of you know what this is. Both of you feel this connection, that there is something pulling you here. You both feel it. Like I said, you could be dreaming about one another. You could be having all sorts of synchronicities. Um, there could be telepathy going on. Just there's communication beyond what we normally think to be true. Um, so you both feel this connection. You know that something is different here. But I feel like your person is very logical and rational, and they try to always explain things the way, and they can't really explain this connection. So it may cause them to pull back. And so I feel like this is kind of the energy right now that you're in. And again, this is an opportunity for you. This is really an opportunity for you, because I feel like you need this reset, because we have the adjustments are required, again the fulfillment card. This person was sort of pulling you down. I feel like there's only a two-way trajectory, I always say, in these spiritual types of relationships. Either you're going to raise your person up, or they're going to pull you down. It's one of the two. So I feel like your person was holding on to you so tightly that this is kind of what was happening. And I feel like they still are holding on to you very tightly. I can feel this energetic grip, this cord. This is why you probably, and of course, this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate, it resonates. And you're feeling this draw to this person. You're feeling this pull, and you don't understand why. Even if you haven't been talking to this person, I mean, it's a spiritual connection, but you may even feel like it's getting to the point where it's very um, overwhelming, even within the context of that. Well, it's because this person is holding on to you energetically. They're very much wanting to hold on to you. They cannot tell you how they feel in the King of Swords energy because they're detached from their feelings, but they're, remember, sitting directly in them. They're sitting in all of this emotion. So it's almost like the King of Swords in the reverse here, if you will, because this person is, they're over emotional regarding this connection. They could be angry about something here. I'm even picking up on. They're not in a good place. Your person is wounded, they're hurt, they blame others. Remember that. Um I feel like you just needed to kind of pull away from this energy because it has been very overwhelming to you, and you need to focus on a lighter side, the lighter side of life, making yourself happy, doing things that you love. Then we have the Nine of Cups, which is so indicative here in this particular deck of the importance of being happy within yourself. You see this woman, she's standing on the edge and she's loving herself. This is what makes her wishes come true. She does. She's fulfilling herself. And I feel like that's what the cards are saying. This is the message to you. You need to think about giving yourself this happiness because this person cannot do it for you. We should never defer to others to give us our happiness. And I feel like that this is the message for you. It's okay. Learn how to keep your own counsel. Learn how to be okay with being alone. I feel like for your person, whatever has happened in their past with this child wounded energy, it has caused them to maybe have a very their attachment is probably to be very detached. King of Swords here, right? um so they could be very avoidant, okay, not wanting to really um connect when things get too serious, run away, things like that, pull away. I feel like with you, it may be the opposite. When things really start to get deep, then you want to get closer. You want to hold on to them. You want to make sure that things are working, that things stay put. This is a message for you to learn how to be alone. I feel like this is what this person is teaching you. I know that this is not that reading about what this person is teaching you or whatever, but this is coming strong through strongly. This person is teaching you about how to be okay loving yourself and how that foundation, that strong foundation of self-love really is going to be what propels you to the next step of having a romantic um, love really work for you with the Ten of Cups, because we go right from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. If you do this right, if you do this in a way that you set the foundation of love as self-love, because if you do that, so many things are going to change for you. Namely, you're going to increase and impose your standards and enforce your boundaries. This is going to change things for you. This is going to adjust things dramatically for you. Just doing that. Because if we're not loving ourselves, if we're not putting ourselves first and doing what's best for us, not in a selfish way, um, or mean spirited way where we ignore others. but in an assertive, healthy way, focusing on our rights as individuals, loving ourselves. This is a necessity. And so I feel like this is what you're learning. And I believe you are starting to come into the understanding of that. So yeah, this is the message that I have for you. This is about you right now. You're not crazy. This is a spiritual connection you were dealing with this person. They feel it. They're holding on to you. That's what you're feeling in terms of not being able to let go. But I feel like if you focus on yourself more and you really take this energy of I keep my own counsel, you will see a tremendous shift in your own focus. Okay. Your person is gaining clarity here. And I feel like this absence needed to happen in order for them to do so. They know already that you're not like everyone else. So don't feel guilty. Don't feel badly. This needs to happen in order for you to heal, in order for your person to heal. So this is the message that I have for you. Um I hope that it I hope that it helps. I hope that it resonated. If so, let me know. Like the content if you did like it, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so because I'll be coming back with more videos like these in the future. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.